right, here we go.
This is my good friend from high school. I think you graduated a year
67.
A year later than I did. It's baby too. My friend Tim Long.
You're about third. You're third. Okay, here we go, Tim.
I'm too young to be in this room.
That's true. That's true.
I graduated in 67. I was a New York Yankee that moved down here in 1964 Christmas and met the graduating class of 65.
Correct, I remember that.
I was in, well, I met you from football. I was in a geometry class, Miss Gentry's geometry class, and I remember Jack Meeks from that class. And what else?
Yeah, your present status. Children, wife,
my present status.
What you do?
I am the principal at Decatur High School. I have 3 children. Actually, they're the same age as Mary's kids. Jeremy's 24. Jeremy is working in the athletic department at the University of Alabama for your benefit. Evan is 21, majoring in nursing at University of North Alabama, and Rachel is 19, is a sophomore at UNA.
Very good, and have a wife named?
I have a wife named Gay, and we've been married 27 years.
Very good. Great, Tim. Would you please introduce your old friend Ann Wilson Carty? Okay?
This is my old friend Ann Wilson from the class of 65.
And I'm not that old.
Ann, tell us all about it.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Just tell us from then to now.
Okay, well,
in a minute or so, okay?
Okay, so 30 years ago when I graduated from high school, I graduated from Jacksonville State University. And then for the biggest part of my, during the times that my children were small, I was a homemaker and a mother. And I work now at UAH. It's a lot of fun. Go Chargers. My oldest son, Eric, just started law school this week. He goes to Ole Miss. And my daughter, Amy, graduates from Auburn Winter Quarter. And my young son, Andrew, who is just 16 and just started learning to drive, started Lee High School.
Yes.
Go Generals. And let's see, what else do you want to know?
Now, and for the database, your date of birth is what?
12/31.
A child, a mere
Just a
child.
baby. Just a baby.
And that's great. Thank you so much. Now,
All right.
you need to get someone who has not been interviewed and come introduce them.
Well,
Okay, Ann.
I'd like to introduce to you my old friend, Carl Workman.
Carl?
Hey there. How
All
you
right,
doing?
man. Tell me all about it.
Well, I left Huntsville about 1966, somewhere around in that neighborhood, and moved down to Cocoa Beach, Florida. Shortly after I got there, I went to work for a supermarket chain, and after that, I found out that I had failed to register for the draft, and the Huntsville Draft Board, I think on Madison Avenue, actually,
Remember it well.
contacted me and told me that I was AWOL. I hadn't registered. And so I came back up here and just about got court-martialed and tried to join the Air Force and couldn't hear well enough to do that. So I ended up going back down to Florida and got inducted and rejected during the Vietnam era. When I came back from the draft situation, I was employed by McDonnell Douglas back in 1967. I worked for about 7.5 years on the Apollo program. Got laid off from McDonnell Douglas when the Apollo program crashed in '73. Sold real estate for 5 years and went back to work for USVI out of the Space Center 17 years ago. And I've been there ever since, and I'm still there on the shuttle program.
Wife, children?
I was married and divorced and have a 17-year-old daughter. I got remarried, and I now have a 4.5-year-old son. My wife, Kathy, is standing right over there. And she's a fine lady. I got a beautiful little boy.
Come over here. Let's interview. Okay? Okay, this is
A beautiful wife. And Fred Sanders actually contacted my wife at the Space Center because I wasn't in the directory. I changed locations at Kennedy. And he called Kathy, and she didn't know who he was, and put him in touch with me, and I found out about the reunion. I found out that I missed about 3 or 4 of them. And when we found out out when it was going to be. We decided to come on up, and we traveled about a day and a half to get here, and we're here.
Very good. Carl, your date of birth for the data bank is...
I don't know if my date of birth in there or not, but it's 7/16/47. July
good.
1647.
A very interesting fellow, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely.
Very interesting. Thank you,
And
Carl.
I'm not in the yearbook, and I don't know how I missed that day, but I do remember missing a few days at Lehigh. I know that.
Not you, not you.
Not me. Oh, no, not me.